In South Wales, where I come from, the name Boyo means a bit of a lad. This poem, called Boyo, is about someone in my own family. Boyo. His name was Edmund, like the bastard in King Lear. But to us, he was always Boyo. How he got his name, I never knew exactly, and never asked. It put him in pubs and alleys, fighting his way out with words, showing the girls the flash of his ravenous eye, the need in his nail-bitten fingers. Somehow his hands were always sweaty, as if with guilt, and looked at odds with the pink or blue brine nylon shirts he wore for going out in. He was, of course, able to drive the car his mother couldn't, and rammed it into a wall as naturally, it seemed, as he said, "Get up them bloody stairs," to his wife, beehived and blonde, with a delicacy about her mouth that aspired beyond him, though she stayed for as long as she could. One child disappeared. The other, known for idle cruelty, mimicking a butterfly like an infant Coriolanus, had a black patch in his hair and sank through circles of petty crime. Yet Boyo was a love child, so the maidenliest star in the firmament had twinkled on him, briefly, and still lingered in his mother's gaze. He had her gift for words. 3 pints of Guinness were Vickers in a huddle. The varicose veins in a woman's legs were like tow ropes. He produced these flourishes of poetry with a cackling laugh that defied you to ignore him, and once laid his brother out flat, unable to bear the goodness in his life. But my mother, who'd had to war against his supremacy, loved him. And although he'd threatened to put his aunt's head through a window if she didn't give him cash, I felt his charm. Anger loves neglect. He told me of my father's death as tenderly, his arms around me, as a good dad might cutch a moaning baby, or as he, torn by a restlessness that wouldn't stop, might have comforted himself. I remember often Doreen, a woman he'd undressed in the shade of a haystack, he told me, still thinking to find his mother's warmth in another woman's skin. He died alone in a 60s tower block on the edge of Newport, a wild, unfinished experiment in colour, wiped out like a stain.